بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala show us haqq as haqq and allow us to follow it, and show us batil, falsehood as falsehood, and allow us to avoid it. That's the dua, that's the supplication prayer of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Allahumma arina al-haqqa haqqan warzuqna ittiba'ah wa arina al-batila batilan warzuqna ijtinabah. Ameen. Sultan al-Awliya, Grand Sheikh Maulana Sheikh Muhammad Nazim al-Haqqani said that Shaytan has special goggles. And these special goggles, they call them the beer goggles in the Western world. When you drink beer, you get special goggles that you start confusing things. So Maulana Sheikh said that Shaitan has these special goggles that he puts on people's eyes. The people that follow Shaitan and follow their egos and follow their bad desires. They desire something in this world, and to achieve that, they follow ways. And ways that are followed are satanic ways. The bad desires are satanic ways. So he put these goggles on these people, and these people start to see truth as falsehood, and they start seeing falsehood as truth. So they start teaching that. They start telling people, we are showing you the way. We are showing you the truth. And they don't know that what they have on their eyes are goggles put by Shaitan. That they see the truth, and actually it's falsehood. And they see the falsehood the right way, and actually they tell people, no, that's the wrong way. Avoid that. So many people are like that. So many human beings that claim to be leaders and teachers and masters and experts do that. They all have these special goggles. And Grand Sheikh said, I have goggles too. He says, don't go to a psychic. Come to me. I will put these special goggles on your eyes. And with the special goggles that Grand Sheikh puts, he said you can see everything from east to west clearly. Clearly. You see the right way. The right way. So when you see the right way, what is at the end of this right way? What are you supposed to see when you are following the right way? Grand Sheikh is saying, you are supposed to see Imam Mahdi alayhi salam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us follow the right way and meet with Imam Mahdi alayhi salam. Sayyiduna Sahibul Zaman. That one is the one that will bring peace and justice first to ourselves, to our hearts, and to the whole world and humanity. So Grand Sheikh is saying that I was in khalwa with my Grand Sheikh, Sheikh Abdullah Daghestani. These are the teachings of Grand Sheikh. For the ones that claim to spread the teachings of the Naqshbandi Sufi order. That the ones that claim to be the speakers of the Naqshbandi Sufi order. These are the words of Grand Sheikh. كنا بالخلوة في المدينة المنورة. We were in khalwa with my sheikh. I was with khalwa with my sheikh in Medina Munawwara. على ساكنها أفضل الصلاة والسلام. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala send best praises and best salutes and best blessings on the one that is there. Sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. And his followers. His pure followers. Pure followers. Jannatul Baqiyah. So we were in Khalwa in Medina al-Munawwara, and there was a special school called Madrasatul Shifa, the school of Shifa. When we were in Umrah just recently, they told us there is a well called Biru Shifa, and they got some water from there. So in that area, in that buq'ah, in that spot, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to go with Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, with our master Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. May Allah be pleased with him, radiyallahu anhu. They used to go there on their way to Quba. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to come down there in that spot that is called the school of Shifa. There was a school there. And he prays 2 rak'ats in that holy spot. That is such a holy spot. If you go there and pray, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will accept your prayer. But if you can't find it, everything now has been concealed, changed, hidden, buried. But there's still some people over there that know these spots. We read in Surah, when we were praying Fajr, we read that Sayyidina Zakaria alayhi salam, when he wanted a son, he asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the spot that our master, we can say master, or our lady, Sayyidah Maryam, was praying there. So this spot Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was praying. So Sayyidah Maryam is a Siddiqa, not prophet, not Nabi. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is Nabi and Imam al-Anbiya and the Imam of all Nabis, of all prophets. So that spot is such a holy spot. If you know where it is, go there and pray 2 rak'ats and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Grand Sheikh was in Khalwa. Grand Sheikh Abdullah Daghestani and Grand Sheikh Maulana Sheikh, our beloved, our master, Sheikh Nazim, was in that spot, in that area, doing Khalwa in that school. That school was built in that spot. He was doing Khalwa for 40 days. After they finished Khalwa, أمر بالذهاب لمقام سيدنا المهدي بقوة الطي. Look at the reward. When they finished 40 days of seclusion, they were ordered to go and visit Maqam Sayyidina al-Mahdi, the station of Sayyidina al-Mahdi, where he is. By the power of Tay, unfolding, folding of time and space. That is our tariqah. Our tariqah is hidden. Our tariqah is khalwa. Our tariqah is seclusion, is not showing off, is not establishing all these organizations. That is not our tariqah. Grand Sheikh is saying that we met Sayyidina al-Mahdi alayhi salam after I was in seclusion with my Grand Sheikh. That is the way. That is the way. Hidden, not visible. Tariqah is not a visible thing. Tariqah, true tariqah is a hidden entity, is not a known entity. So he went to meet Sayyidina al-Mahdi alayhi salam in a special area, in a cave. And this area is in the desert of Arabia. And in the middle of this cave is a holy river with flowing water, full of light. The water, when it flows, it just emits light. Emits light. And when they reached to that cave, Sahibul Waqt, Sahibul Zaman, the master of time, Sayyidina al-Imam al-Mahdi alayhi salam, welcomed them at the cave, at the door of the cave, and فتح يده ليضمه. فتح يديه ليضمه. He opened his hands to hug them. What kind of feeling do you get when you're hugged by Imam Mahdi alayhi salam? Imam Mahdi alayhi salam. So our way is not the visible way. You have to understand what Grand Sheikh is saying. In Khalwa, in a special area that Rasulullah ﷺ prayed 2 rak'ats, with special power, the power of folding of time and space, they were ordered to see Sayyidina al-Mahdi alayhi salam. And that is the goal of tariqah. At the end, to reach Sayyidina al-Mahdi alayhi salam and be accepted by him and be hugged by him. This happened 20 years ago. This suhbah was in the 80s, so now it's almost 60 years ago. And another khalwa, Grand Sheikh is saying, we were another khalwa in Madrasati Samiriya. There's another madrasa, there's another school called Samiriya in Medina Munawwara, ala sakiniha afdal salatu wa salam, wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Maulana was in khalwa from the 1st of Dhul Qa'dah to 10th of Dhul Hijjah, so 40 days. At the end of 40 days, and in the morning of Eid, because 10 Dhul Hijjah is Eid Eid al-Akbar, the Eid of Hajjis. They prayed Subh, they prayed Fajr, and of course you have to wait until the time of Salatul Eid comes in. Maulana was waiting, both of them were waiting for Salatul Eid. He says, I was behind Grand Sheikh Abdullah Daghestani, waiting for Salatul Eid. A man came from behind and he pointed to him to go to Baqi', Jannatul Baqi'. Maulana looked up and he saw that man saying, oh my brother, stand up and go to visit Jannatul Baqi'. And it was locked. It is locked before prayer. But Grand Sheikh Nazim is saying that I knew it was something important. Grand Sheikh Abdullah Daghestani pointed to me. I put the sajjada, the carpet on my shoulder, and we moved. We got out of Babu Jibril alayhi salam, the door of Jibril alayhi salam, and we went to Baqi'. We were going that way, following the order, and people were coming this way. And they were seeing us going to Jannatul Baqi', and people were saying, don't tire yourself, it's locked. It's locked. Maulana says, okay, if it's locked, we still go. So when they went to the door, they found Sayyidina al-Mahdi alayhi salam standing there. And the door was open. They entered. He said, put your hand in my hand. And we put our hands in his hand. Which one of you, O speakers, O imams, O shuyukh, have done that? Nobody. Nobody. Okay, let's say one or two. I can't say nobody. One or two. So Sahib al-Waqt, Sahib al-Zaman said, we were at Arafat. Today we came to ziyarah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Jannatul Baqi', and now we are going to Quds al-Sharif. And with me in this spot in Jannatul Baqi' are 40 of the Khulafa. With me are 40 Khalifas. Not one Khalifa, 40 Khalifas of Sayyidina al-Mahdi alayhi salam. With him, Grand Sheikh is saying, will appear from the sciences and knowledges and realities of Quran that everybody from the east to the west, التي سيخضع لها أهل الشرق وأهل الغرب, from the east to the west will humble themselves and يخضع, submit to the knowledges and realities that will come from that Imam, from Sahib al-Zaman, from Imam al-Mahdi alayhi salam. So Grand Sheikh, Maulana Sheikh Nazim said, I will put the goggles on your eyes. I will let you see from the east to the west. Maulana Sheikh Nazim was a true one. Was somebody that is allowed to show what Sayyidina al-Mahdi alayhi salam was revealing. Maulana Sheikh Nazim was somebody that met many times If we say met, it's little. We can even say he على الدوام, continuously with Imam Mahdi alayhi salam. He was continuously taking from him, from Sahib al-Zaman, and emitting and transmitting to humanity. Grand Sheikh. From the west, from the east to the west, taking from the knowledges of Quran and giving to us. And that happened where? After Khalwa. Khalwa, first in Madrasat al-Shifa. After that, he was ordered to go meet Sayyidina al-Mahdi alayhi salam in that cave, where the water was not even water, it was flowing, and it was all light. That means the knowledge of Holy Quran. Quran is light. That means the knowledge of Holy Quran was flowing where he was in his dwelling. In the dwelling of Imam Mahdi alayhi salam, the secret of the knowledges, the holy knowledges of Holy Quran are flowing there. Our Grand Sheikh went there. And then he went to see his deputies and his khalifas. This is after Khalwa. Khalwa is seclusion. Khalwa is being hidden. Khalwa is being unknown. It's not about forming all these organizations thinking that this is the way we reach Mahdi alayhi salam. That's not the way. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us from the ones that reach Sayyidina Mahdi alayhi salam. The way is to find the Sheikh. The Sheikh that will take you into Khalwa, and from Khalwa take you straight to see Sayyid al-Mahdi alayhi salam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive all of us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala show us the right way. Allahumma arina al-haqqa haqqan warzuqna ittiba'a. Show us the haqq, the truth, as truth with the goggles of Grand Sheikh, not with the goggles of anybody. Not with the beer goggles that nowadays speakers put on people's eyes. They show you, what do they say? They show you white, black, and black, white. Is that what the way they speak? Oh, we speak of wonders and realities and meditation and blah, 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 blah. And everybody thinks that they are showing you the truth. But they might have a beer goggles on your eyes and some other stuff on your ears, and people think that that's the truth. No, the truth is when Grand Sheikh, not anybody, Grand Sheikh puts his special goggles on you, and he shows you everything from east to west with what he is receiving from Imam Mahdi alayhi salam. That is the true guide. If you have not found that guide, don't follow that person. That person will just tell you what he desires. He will just tell you what he likes. He will just use you and take advantage of you. You have to find a Grand Sheikh. A Sheikh that is receiving directly from Mahdi alayhi salam. A Sheikh that has put his hands with Mahdi alayhi salam. The Sheikh that has met and saw the knowledges of Quran flow in his dwelling, in the dwelling of Mahdi alayhi salam. That is the one that will show you the realities with the true goggles, not with the beer goggles. Don't be drunk like the rest of us. Try to wake up. Try to wake up and find the Grand Sheikh. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep us with Grand Sheikh. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep us with Imam Mahdi alayhi salam. That is not only physical meeting with Mahdi alayhi salam, there's also a spiritual meeting, as Grand Sheikh is explaining, and also there's a physical meeting that is haqq, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows when is zuhur. When that appearance will happen, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. But there are two meetings, spiritually and physically. And inshallah we can reach the spiritual meeting with Mahdi alayhi salam, Sahibul Zaman, and the physical meeting inshallah. And Grand Sheikh is saying a bishara, a glad tiding, that when that Imam appears, one of the signs of that one being a true one is that Christians are taking shahada, the first one to take shahada. وإشارة على هذا على الظهور أن النصارى الذين يسلمون بأوروبا قد حسن إسلامهم. That means Christians will accept Islam. Why? Because with Imam Mahdi alayhi salam will be Isa alayhi salam. Jesus Christ will come with him. Peace be upon them. And inshallah we can reach both of their time. We can reach both of them. Grand Sheikh was like that. Grand Sheikh was supported by Imam Mahdi alayhi salam. His knowledges were unending, unlimited. And he was supported by Isa alayhi salam. That's why you have seen all these Christians all over the world. Not only Christians, but only from other faiths. Accept him right away. And hasuna Islamahum. And their Islam has become strong and very good Islam. Not wishy-washy. That was Grand Sheikh. Find that one. Find that one. Don't be deceived by who is out there. Try to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to reach that one. Don't think you will reach. No. Always get your Sheikh up ahead of you. Ask to meet somebody that has met Imam Mahdi alayhi salam, supported by Imam Mahdi alayhi salam, supported by Isa alayhi salam, and you will find the way. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us from the lucky ones, the fortunate ones, that will win this glorious success of being with Mahdi alayhi salam. Ameen, Ya Rabbi, Ya Rabbi. وَمَا ذَلِكَ عَلَى اللَّهِ بِعَزِيزٍ. This is not hard for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He says, kun fayakun. Go, you fly right away to Imam Mahdi alayhi salam. Ameen, Ya Rabbi. Ameen, Ya Rabbi. We are not worthy, Ya Rabbi. We are not worthy. We are not saying that we are worthy to meet Sahib al-Zaman. No, we are not worthy, Ya Rabbi. But make us with the one that has been with Sahib al-Zaman, that is with Sahib al-Zaman, Ya Rabbi. Make us with that one. Sultanul Awliya, Al-Qutb al-Mutasarrif, Ya Rabbi. Make us with him. Ameen, Ameen, Ameen. بحرمة الحبيب وبسر سورة الفاتحة.